What does a house wear? An address. What's going on, YouTube? So obviously I love ESO's housing system. I think being able to customize and phase things in and out of each other is just such a cool concept, and there's so much utility. Got smugglers, bankers, merchants, all sorts of interactable items, transmute stations, crafting stations. So when I heard that there was a housing contest, I thought this is going to be absolutely incredible. And I thought to myself, let's make a video talking about it so that way you guys know about it, because I haven't seen a whole lot of conversation about this. So today we're going to break down the housing contest that's upcoming, the rewards, what you need to do to enter, the categories, and let's just chit-chat about it and talk about some ESO housing. And that's the segue, so please like and subscribe as we start to break down the housing contest. Now this is on ESO's official website, and it's called the Love the ESO Housing System. The ESO Welcome Home Contest is here. Create an incredible in-game house using one of our prompts and share your screenshots 4 to 6 with us through the form by June 6th, 2025. So you have until June 6th, 2025. And let me tell you, the golden vendors, if they have any sort of crazy luxury furnishing items, they're about to go buck wild between now and then. So keep an eye out for that now that we know there's a housing contest. Also, we have some each individual things. They're going to talk, each piece will be judged on our creativity, quality, adherence to the official rules, and overall interpretation of the category themes: Cozy Inn, Secret Garden, Festival Days, and Master Tier Creations. So each one obviously is going to have more of its own vibe to it. So what they're saying by that is if you do the Cozy Inn ones, you should be focused on a Cozy Inn and not a Secret Garden. So keep that in mind. Let's break down the actual categories. So the first one is Cozy Inns, as we said. That's going to be represented by libraries, residences, coziness. So think small, fun vibes, library-esque vibes. I have a library built into my house. I think if you were interested in entering this contest, that would be the vibe that I would go for if you're interested in the small ones. Nice thing, too, is there's tons of free inns that you can use around ESO. So you're able to get tons of these relatively easily. All you need to do is go to the Crown Store and just pick up room to spare, and you can also get 3 free houses by doing this, because there's 3 different houses that you're eligible to get. I don't believe you have to be in different alliances when you do this, but it used to be you had to have a yellow character, a red character, and a blue character, and then they would all get a little special house once you did this quest, which again is in the Crown Store and Quest Starters. It's free. You just get like a little inn space. It's a little free fast travel point for yourself, but I don't think you have to actually have multiple alliances anymore. You could just get 3 free houses. But to be fair, you just need the one anyway, because they all look pretty much the same. Then we have the Secret Garden, which includes elements of creatures, gardens, and hidden secrets. So that's an interesting one. I would almost think to use the house that they gave away for free, the one that's in the desert, because there's kind of like built-in creatures and stuff there, and you can easily build like a little bit of intrigue with something like that. But Secret Garden, any of the elven homes, any of the elven furnishings, plants, gardens. Maybe you look at some of the Argonian ones, maybe to have a little razzle-dazzle to it, like especially the plants that hurt you. That could be really interesting, a little fun twist on it. But overall, I think this one's going to be one that's actually probably one of the harder ones to do, just because you could take it so many different directions. You could go Argonian farming, you could go elven, type of gardens. You could go all the way towards like building into creatures. Hidden secrets is just so open-ended. It could be so many different things. This one might be one of the more difficult ones to enter. Then we have Festival Days. Those are our festival games and towns. So if you're interested in kind of setting up a town environment, merchant stands, festival type areas, I don't know if specifically, like a lot of people I know have like Halloween type stuff, and they have like Christmas type stuff or New Life type stuff. You might be able to get away with using something like that if you're interested. Just keep in mind, though, that there are judges, so each judge is going to kind of give you bonus points on different things, and if they feel like you're just reusing festival stuff from Halloween and Christmas, they might be like, it's not new, they're just reusing what they had. Granted, I don't know for certain, because I'm not a judge, but if I was judging, that might be something that would come across my mind, like, did they just reuse this from the last season when they made this for their guild or whatever? So keep that in mind when it comes to entering for this, and don't worry, contestants may not enter more than 1 entry per category, but you could still enter once per category. So you can feel free to enter at least once for all these Bad Man Pajamas. So you're not limited to just entering in Cozy Inns, but that means that you can only enter into that category one time. And then the hardest one to win, I'm just going to tell you this right off the bat, is going to be Master Tier Creations. You might think, well, Jake, that's the most open-ended one. I have the most creative freedom to do with it. That's the problem. There are going to be people who are going to build battleship cruisers floating in the ocean or the sky, or like dwarven hot air balloons or castles built from scratch. There are people who are going to build ridiculous things. And you know how I know this? I know these people that build these things. So that's what's going to be tricky if you're interested in the Master Tier Creations. I'm just going to warn you right now. Yes, the from scratch exhibits in Magic might seem pretty open-ended, and that's because it is. So just be very cognizant. It's going to be a little bit competitive, but you will see some absolute bangers when it comes to this category. I can already tell you because I know what's going to be entered. And two, if you're interested in selling furniture right now, this potentially is the time. Like, this is the time when you might want to go out and start making yourself a yard sale. A lot of people think to themselves, Jake, how do I sell furniture, right? So you might be like me, you know, you list stuff up at a guild trader, but the problem with guild traders is they're pretty limited. So what I generally recommend is set up your house like a yard sale. Now, I'm just out in the middle of my house right now, but what I would generally recommend is pick a house that's empty, fast travel to it, and just set up different stand areas. So if you have a bunch of a specific type of furniture, like one that you could just craft, just set them up on different platforms, and then just tell people as they come into your house, everything on this platform is 5,000 gold, 10,000 gold, 20,000 gold, 100,000 gold, whatever. And then you can sell those items like that. You can post in guild chats. You can link your house so people can fast travel to you. And overall, you'll just make your life a lot simpler when it comes to actually selling items to other players. Because a lot of people want to sell furniture, and this is literally the time to do it because, well, we have this. And here we get to the prizes. So obviously, the prizes are the most important part, because if you were doing this for free, probably not worth it as much, probably not worth the video. But the bangers are going to be in the prizes. Also, too, following the contestants' conclusion, our panel of judges, including ESO community members, I don't want to try to pronounce their names just because I'm going to butcher them. Housing creator extraordinaires, you click on them. I'll link the article below if you're interested. We'll select a total of 12 winners, including 4 grand prize winners, 1 per category. Among other rewards, each grand prize winner will be given an opportunity for a 30-minute video chat with the ESO housing team, and then you can find more information on that below. But obviously, there's some pretty big banger rewards here. So not only do you get that 30-minute video session, you also get 12 months of ESO Plus, which includes 19,800 crowns. You get 1 in-game house of your choice. So you could just pick a house and say, give this to me. You get 10 luxury furnishings of the winner's choice. Now, interestingly, you could probably pick the ones that are sellable and then just pick ones that are ridiculously valuable. That almost deserves its own video. If you win, how can you make the most money? By picking 10 of the most valuable things. 2 house guests of winner's choice. 1 print of a homestead or home tours official's art or a screenshot signed by the housing team. That's pretty cool. And an inclusion in a video featuring the winner's work with their name and competition placement rank. And then you'll be able to follow for more details. You might think, okay, it's probably going to be hard to win entirely. But we do have 8 runners-up, which gives you 6 months of ESO Plus. You still get an in-game house of your choice. So you could pick something that's worth like a bajillion crowns. 5 luxury furnishings of the winner's choice. I mean, there are still luxury furnishings that are worth hundreds of thousands of gold. So you could, and that's on console. It's worth even more on PC. So you could easily get some good value there. 1 house guest, a homestead or housing-related screenshot signed by the winner's teams. Prizes denoted as winner's choice must be selected from items that have been released via the Crown Store or luxury furnishing vendor. Interesting. So I wonder if you can pick. I wonder how they're defining luxury furnishing items. Is that just any furnishing that exists either as a crown or as something that you can find just in the game, or an achievement furnishing? Interested on that. And then, as they don't miss out on your chance to win some fantastic rewards by submitting your creative ESO housing builds from now until June 6th. If you're a quick builder, you could even show off by showcasing the new Grand Gallery of Tamriel, available as part of May's Golden Vendor Pursuit. So, absolutely, that house is going to be real big, but I think honestly, you're going to see a lot more contained areas when it comes to entering for the contest. Like, I think you're going to see a lot of housing things entered like this, where you can see it's a lot of like cool little interactable objects. People take screenshots. You can see we've got all the listed books here. Like, to me, these are the types of things that people are going to be entering in. I think this is also going to be one of the more like plausible ones to win. Or the cozy category, libraries category, or the intrigue one too. I think is going to be decent. Festival, I think is going to be one of the more harder ones. I think in order of difficulty, it's Master Tier Creation, Festival Day, Secret Garden, and then Cozy Rooms. And the reason for that is like you also have to factor in like the cost for each of these things. Like Master Tier Creations is going to cost tons of mundane runes, Heartwood, which by the way, if you want to make some profit right now, sell those bad boys. Festival Day is also just so open-ended. It probably is going to require a lot of like unique furnishings that were only available during like, different celebration events that dropped in the reward boxes that people are probably going and farming like crazy now, or buying off the market is how they're farming them and just slurping them off the market. Secret Garden, probably potentially one of the cheaper ones. Creatures, gardens, hidden secrets, probably you could do that on a budget. But then cozy inns could also be done pretty well too. Bookcases do cost a pretty penny, but you can also get tons of free books just by having lore book completion, and then you can just buy it from a vendor. For example, just find a mystic vendor. I just go to the one in Cyrodiil. Don't ask me why. I just know where he is. Talk to him, and he will sell you book collections. If you buy this for 5,000 gold, you get 10 individual books that you can place. And some of them look pretty cool. Like, you can see here that there's some ones that look a little different spines. So just keep that in mind. But overall, it's relatively cheap when it comes to getting these individual lore books. So that is what I would do if I was interested in entering that one, which I am interested in. I just don't know if I should give away my ideas on stream or not. But I do hope that somebody that watches me does win. So if you win, let me know when it comes around. But let me know what you guys think. Should ESO do more of these types of events? I am a little worried for the overall ESO market because mundane runes and heartwoods are probably going to become an absolute myth when it comes to their price. And it's only going to get worse because now that I'm making a video on it, people are going to be realizing, hey, there's a contest that's coming up. Not to say that when they made the video about it, or the article about it, people weren't looking at it then, but now we're highlighting the rewards, talking about how you can do it. I think there might be a little more intrigue in it. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But as always, thank you guys so much again for watching. We're doing our 3 giveaway drawings. All you need to do to enter is leave a comments below / leave a like on the video. Second thing is just make sure you're subscribed / follow on Twitch and Twitter, please. And the third thing is look for hidden word be flashed upon the screen. I will tell you, we're going to do at least one word this month for the month of May. However, when I have my code refill for the month of June, I'm thinking June we go buck wild and we put a hidden word on every single video. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below, because I'm trying to get rid of these codes really quickly. And it also helps me by doing a hidden word, because last video I put a bunch of codes on screen. People were confused where to go redeem them. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to like rush to go like, do I do it in-game? Do I have to do it from the ESO website? So let me know what you guys think about that idea, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.